take in lots of information to be able to apply it. Take what you're learning from the meeting room out to a field. And then you need to bring a competitive stamina to practice every day to be your best. And I was talking with my friend earlier this week, and he was like, well, what separated you on the football field?
The cameras catch him stepping off a sleek yacht in Miami, sunglasses on, phone in hand. Behind him, a 77-foot floating palace glides in the water, the same boat that once carried the Super Bowl trophy through Tampa Bay. A few hours later, that same guy is in a suit, calmly breaking down an NFL game from a glass booth while millions watch. And the wild part? The money he makes now, just talking about football, might be bigger than what he made actually playing it. This is Tom Brady in 2025, not just the guy with 7 rings, but the guy quietly turning all that glory into serious long-term wealth. And to understand how he ended up with mega mansions, million-dollar toys, and a net worth in the hundreds of millions, you have to go back to where almost no one believed in him. Tom Brady did not enter the league like a future lifestyle king. He was the skinny 6th-round pick, number 199 overall, the guy teams took a flyer on, not a future face of the sport. In New England, he worked his way up from backup to starter, then from starter to legend, stacking Super Bowls one after another until GOAT wasn't even a debate anymore. On the field, he made hundreds of millions of dollars in salary and bonuses over 23 seasons, including big deals late in his career with the Patriots and Buccaneers. Off the field, endorsements and appearances pushed his total career earnings even higher, with some reports putting his total haul north of $500 million over time when you combine football and sponsorships. But the craziest move came after he retired. In 2022, Fox Sports gave him a 10-year broadcasting deal, reportedly worth around $375 million, the richest contract in sports TV history. So now Brady earns superstar money just to sit in a booth and talk about the sport he already mastered. And that steady media cash is exactly what helps fuel the mansions and toys he's known for today. Which brings us to where he actually lives. For years, Tom Brady's lifestyle looked like a tour of America's most expensive zip codes. In Massachusetts, he and Giselle once lived in a custom Brookline estate on more than 5 acres, with a big pool, home theater, gym, and a cozy, wood-rich interior that felt like a luxury lodge more than a simple house. When they decided to move on, the home reportedly sold for tens of millions of dollars, turning even their primary residence into an investment play. On the West Coast, they built a French chateau-inspired mansion in Los Angeles, complete with a gym, infinity edge pool, and landscaped grounds. Brady bought it for a little under $12 million and later sold it for around $40 million to music legend Dr. Dre, pocketing a massive profit and proving he wasn't just winning Super Bowls, he was winning in real estate too. When he moved to Tampa, he didn't exactly downgrade. He rented Derek Jeter's famous Davis Islands mansion, a 30,000-plus square foot waterfront compound with its own dock and insane views, reportedly paying a 5-figure monthly rent most people don't make in a year. But the crown jewel is in Florida's ultra-exclusive Indian Creek Island, also called Billionaire Bunker. Brady and Giselle bought land there in 2020 for around $17 million and started building a custom eco-style mega mansion, 2 stories, gym, cabana, waterfront pool and spa, sports court, and a long tree-lined driveway leading to a multi-car garage. By 2024 and into 2025, reports said the finished estate was quietly being shown off market, with offers over $150 million coming in from potential buyers. Whether he sells or not, that's the level Tom Brady plays at now. Buy at 8 figures, potentially walk away at 9. And when you live in places like that, you need something suitably ridiculous parked in the garage.
Brady's car collection looks like a luxury showroom with his name on the door. Starting with the headline grabber, a Bugatti Veyron Supersport, a hypercar worth around $3 million that can push well over 250 miles per hour. It's one of only a few hundred ever built, and it fits his image perfectly. Rare, engineered to win, and built for speed. Then there's the Rolls-Royce Ghost, the kind of car where even the doors feel expensive. It's a quiet, powerful luxury sedan that can easily cross the $400,000 mark. On the sportier side, he's been linked to a Ferrari 458, a car that turns any drive into a race car fantasy, and an Audi R8, a mid-engine supercar that screams, "I like going fast, but I also like arriving in style." Being the face of Aston Martin for a while came with perks too. Brady has owned the DB11 and an extremely rare TB12 edition Aston Martin Vanquish S Volante, with only a dozen of those in existence. That's not just transportation. That's rolling around in a limited edition signature shoe, but in car form. Of course, not every drive is a supercar day. His garage has also featured practical luxury SUVs like a Range Rover and Cadillac Escalade, plus more understated cars like a Lexus Hybrid for quieter, everyday use. And for all that, the cars are still not the most impressive thing he owns that moves. Because when Tom Brady really wants to flex, he doesn't hit the highway. He heads for the water. Brady's weekend place isn't a cabin. It's a boat that many people would call a mansion on water. He first grabbed attention with a Wager 55S, a sleek Dutch yacht worth around $2 million, which he famously used during the Buccaneers' Super Bowl parade in Tampa. It was fast, stylish, and perfect for quick family trips around Florida. But like everything with Brady, the next step was bigger. He upgraded to a Wager 77, a roughly $6 to $7 million, 77-foot mini super yacht, long enough and luxurious enough to handle serious weekend escapes to the Bahamas. It has multiple cabins, space for around 9 people to sleep, crew quarters, and high-end finishes inside. This isn't just a day boat, it's a floating home base for vacations. At one point, the yacht carried the name Viva La Vida in honor of Giselle's environmental initiative, and later, it appeared under a new name as it hit the market with an asking price just under $7 million. Even his boat can turn into a profitable asset. And when he's not relaxing on the water, he's actually competing on it. Brady owns Team Brady in the all-electric E1 boat racing series, which won the inaugural World Championship in 2024. So now, winning trophies isn't just something he does in stadiums. He's literally doing it on the ocean too. All of that still leaves one big question. How does he afford to keep stacking assets like mansions, supercars, and yachts after retiring from the NFL? The answer is that Tom Brady isn't just an athlete anymore. He's a full-blown business portfolio. By 2025, Tom Brady looks less like a retired player and more like a walking holding company. He co-founded TB12, a health and wellness brand built around his training philosophy, selling everything from performance coaching to supplements and recovery tools. He launched Brady Brand, a next-generation apparel line targeting everyday athletes. He created 199 Productions, a content company behind documentaries and media projects, and he helped start Autograph, a Web3 and digital collectibles platform that tapped into the intersection of sports, tech, and fandom. On top of that, he's turned into a sports owner. He bought a minority stake in the WNBA's Las Vegas Aces, who have gone on to win multiple championships. He invested in the NFL's Las Vegas Raiders, securing a 5% ownership share after a revised deal was approved by league owners. He also took a stake in English soccer club Birmingham and launched Team Brady in the E1 World Championship.
Add his Fox Sports deal, his speaking appearances, and his brand partnerships, and you get a post-NFL income stream that most active athletes would be jealous of. In 2025, most estimates put Tom Brady's personal net worth around $300 million, separate from Giselle's own fortune, which is often estimated at about $400 million. But for Brady, it's not just about money and toys. The way he lives behind the scenes is just as calculated as the way he runs a 2-minute drill. Tom Brady's lifestyle in 2025 is extreme in luxury, but also extreme in discipline. He still follows a version of his famous TB12 method: early nights, lots of hydration, a strict diet focused on mostly organic foods, and a training style built around flexibility, resistance work, and injury prevention instead of just lifting heavy. He's known to favor an 80-20 approach in his eating, aiming for mostly alkaline, plant-leaning foods and cutting out a long list of things he thinks slow him down: sugary drinks, processed snacks, most white flour products, and a lot of common comfort foods. His routine is built so that he can juggle broadcasting, business meetings, travel, and time with his kids without burning out. That mix of discipline and indulgence is what really defines Tom Brady's 2025 lifestyle. He might spend the morning in a production meeting for Fox, the afternoon hopping on a call about a team he partly owns, and the weekend unwinding on a yacht or in a Miami mega mansion. So where does that leave Tom Brady now? He's not just the quarterback who stayed in the league longer than almost anyone expected. He's the rare athlete who turned that run into a long-term empire. Mansions on Billionaire Bunker, a garage full of multi-million-dollar cars, yachts big enough to be hotels, and ownership stakes in teams that keep him connected to winning. His net worth sits in the hundreds of millions of dollars. His Fox deal guarantees huge annual checks deep into his 50s. His brands and investments keep stacking value in the background. And even though he's finally stepped away from the huddle, he's still doing what he's always done, reading the field, making smart decisions, and staying one step ahead. In 2025, Tom Brady's lifestyle is what happens when you combine elite talent, long-term discipline, and the mindset that the game doesn't end when you walk off the field. It just changes stadiums.